had a Category 1 hurricane. Hurricane Larry just came through, and we were lucky here to get away with not too much damage. My garden obviously took some hits, and I've been cleaning that up this morning, just puttering about, harvesting. Some things fell off, some things fell over, and yeah, needed a lot of tidying up. So I've been working on that all morning. I think now I'm going to get some potatoes up at the upper end. I still have 2 beds down here. I'll leave those. They still look very green. Those ones I haven't watered all year. I'm not expecting large potatoes. They've had no water. It's been an extremely dry year. And but the plants, yeah, I'm going to go do that, I think. And I've got a couple of buckets. Maybe I'll do that also. They just are yellow, and it's a gorgeous day. Why waste this day on, yeah, when I could be just getting those in and getting bit by bit, putting stuff away, harvesting. I'm slowly picking my onions. All in all, though, it's been a very different year, very dry year, and I've neglected the garden this year a lot. But I'm still very happy, as we are as gardeners, to get those harvests, to start storing, freezing. It's just been, yeah, it's been a good year. Just different, just very different. Some things have done better, many have done worse. I've had squash I'm starting to see now, so I'm hoping that they'll have a month to go and I'll get a few squash. They've liked the heat. Maybe not the dry, they are small, but that's fine. So I'll go get those potatoes and 2 buckets. I was saving the buckets more for Christmas, but why? I'll just harvest now. Here's the harvest I spoke of. I checked and stole some potatoes from the raised beds. That's just some dried peas there. Picked a celery. It's a nice big one, actually. Can't really tell it, but it's very big, and I've already taken quite a few stalks from it. Some, probably the last of the broad beans, pretty sure. I checked on the purple Peruvian potatoes, a daikon. I also checked on the Jerusalem artichokes, that's what I'm trying to say. Picked some beans for demi-sec freezing, a nice little rondinese squash, some herbs. Bruce wanted some carrots. He wanted some nice tiny carrots to snack on. And I mentioned I'm just slowly picking onions. I pick a few pretty much every 2 days. Some leeks. This was more potatoes. I have an abundance of potatoes. And that's it, yeah. That was my cleanup day after the hurricane harvest. And now I'll go up and get more potatoes. But first I'll eat. Of course, seafood eat food. So I just roasted up some of those veg. I have no idea, I can't see the camera, so I hope you can see this. This is just a bucket. I think I probably put 3 or 4 potatoes in here. These were just extras I had, and they're not going over yet, they're just dry. Again, small, doesn't matter. By the way, these are completely food grade buckets, used for food, actually. All right. So, ew, weird wormy thing. Oh, look at the slug eggs. Not sure what type of potato these are. They're still wet from the hurricane winds here, I guess. There's nothing in here. Ew. Not too much. brought this up here because I wanted more soil up here anyway. And that we did. Ooh, sad. I don't know. Maybe I'll only do one bucket. They are very small. Very small. They'll be yummy. But maybe I'll leave the other bucket. And carry on with my... Ew. I just kicked a cruddy potato. I can't see anything here. I'm just going to go ahead. You can see these plants are looking worse for wear again. They're going to be small. Haven't had the chance to really get the nourishment from the water. So I'll go ahead and pull those, and I'll show you what I've got at the end. First ones I picked of unknown variety, and these are called Organic Chieftain. And I think they turned out quite well, considering I'm pulling them early. There were about 3 with scab. I don't normally ever get scab. I certainly don't get them on the Red Norlands. They're very scab resistant. Anyways, I'm pleased. Looky, looky what Bruce got me. Blueberries. He picked 22.64 pounds or 10.27 kilos. So that's plenty for us for the freezer, for those lovely pies or jams or cakes. So I'm glad we were able to get them before they're all gone. So lucky me, Bruce may not garden. Well, I don't let him in the garden, actually. But he will get blueberries for me. And I took these just before the hurricane came. I was afraid I was going to lose a lot, although it doesn't look like this now. A lot has blown over and away. But they all hung on, mostly. And I'm really excited this year. I think I'm going to get a few more tomatoes because I've still got a little time for them to get red, as opposed to always pulling them in when they're really, really green. They're looking a bit sad, and I've got to clean it up. Well, I have already today. But, yeah, should be good to see some red tomatoes, I hope. A few of them anyways. So wishing you a wonderful week. Take care.